Well, just a little update here. I've got these things on. That's going to be the I'm going to have that for the roof, and I need to have a bar come down on either side of the door to help support that. That'll help support some of the, in case I get a big snow. But we're going to have a good grade on that anyway. And it's just been, I came out and I worked this morning and then it started to rain. I had to go back inside. So, between this weekend and last weekend, I'm just getting just a little bit done at a time. So I need to get up there and weld that one off. The rain has stopped. So I'll weld that off. And maybe I'll put these bars down the middle. So I just got back from Home Depot. They opened up at 6 a.m. But I got there at like 7 o'clock. Picked up 12 cans of this self-priming, self-etching primer for steel. Great for heavily rusted metal. Mine's not too badly rusted. Some of that leftover stuff, actually it's not leftover, I'm still going to use it, that I draw the pictures in with the plasma gun. So I made some progress yesterday. And I had to pick up, so for the roof, I'm going to try, I prefer to just weld from underneath onto the steel. I'm going to use bead decking again, just because it's so heavy duty. And it's going to hold up to the snow. But I figured I might try using a couple of these, just for the heck of it. Self-tapping screws. We'll see if I can get into and screw those things down or not. I was looking for the stuff that had the kind of a washer that's sort of made out of rubber, but I couldn't find them. But I'll end up welding. I just wanted to try some of those, and I kept dropping my, one of my, what do you call these things? Measures was, my tape measures was broken. Kept dropping the other one off the edge of the balcony. So now I have two of them, replacing the other two that are broken. I've got one of these things, right, that are, it's made out of plastic. And it's really, really helpful, especially when you're, when you use it as a straight edge to cut steel using the plasma gun, and so I picked up this metal one because, the plastic is just not, doesn't do well with extreme heat, like when you're using a plasma gun. So I didn't hurt it or anything, but I could tell that it was just a little bit starting to get a little bit smushy. So picked up some wire. I get the stuff I buy is this 0.35 millimeter with the inner shield, or 0.35 inch, I guess, 0.9 millimeter. But an extra bag of these. You can't. I never have enough of these things for some reason. I don't know what I use them for, but I bought some of these 3/8 inch. 2-inch long bolts with some nuts to go with it. I think I already have a bunch of washers. And then you'll see when I show you my the progress that I've made. I've got a couple of 2 bars that come down as roof supports that are also going to act as bars for my railing and the railing on the stairs when I come out of the house. And so I bought these to anchor that support to the deck. So I'll drill a hole all the way through and go underneath the deck and tighten it up, or vice versa. All right. So anyway, there's the booty. Oh yeah, these wire brushes. Yeah, I mean, you know, scrape away when you're finished welding, or scrape away at the rust before you need to weld. I don't know if you saw the other day when I was working on the gazebo and I was putting some bee decking out there, and I used that plasma gun to get that edge out there straight to give me a little overhang of 16 inches. Anyway, now you can see it from the top. And so the progress that I made yesterday, and again, it was so rainy yesterday, I hardly got anything done, but I did manage to get up some framing for the roof that's going to go on this balcony. Okay. You know, and the main reason I want this roof is because I put redwood in here. You know, when it rains, you get drips down on the porch below, which I hate, right? I mean, this whole last 2 weeks has just been really rainy. Had some sort of a weird front coming in from the coast. So this is what I was telling you earlier about these posts that are going to come down, or that are coming down. So they're going to act not only as supports for this span of 20 feet, but also give me something solid that I can connect a railing to. So I just sort of fabricated down here at the bottom this stand. You know, it's painted underneath. All right, so I have to paint it from the top to keep it from rusting, keep the weld from rusting. But I'll put a hole here, drill a hole there, and a drill there, drill in a hole there, and I'll put in some 3/8 inch bolts, and I'll do the same thing for the other side. All right, I'm going to get that tool, or the clamp. It's been raining so much. Look at this grass. I mean, it's been raining so much I haven't been able to, I don't like to mow the lawn when it's too wet. I mean, this is just unbelievable. It dries out enough. Look at this. My hand is just like way down in it. My hand is, I mean, this is just I can't even get it all in the shot. Anyway, we had a heck of a bunch of peaches. There's a peach tree right over there. And these pears, oh my gosh, they're coming in, they're ready. I wonder what's been eating that one. Oh yeah, this one's just perfect. These pears are so good. Okay, we're gonna have to come out here and pick some of these pears. Man, now that's a lot of pears on that sucker. I get a lot of pears on that every year. All right, I now have 2 pieces on. Just wanted to show you I ended up having to do this weird clampy thing. I swear I've got a clamp that is much bigger than that, than this one here. So anyway, I've got a bar that clamp right there is hooked onto right on top. Got a bar right up there that it's hooked onto. That bar goes out over the top of this area, Okay, and I've got this other bar down here, right? And to make it so that the pressure goes down, I've got this secondary clamp over here hooked onto that bar, right? So that when I clamp this one down tight, this one right here stays, right? And that allowed me to bring these two pieces down together right here. So these two pieces here now are level with each other. Before it was kind of sticking up. So these are the two pieces that originally I was going to use for concrete, and I had to tear them apart, and I salvaged them. Just a little bit of ugliness out on the tips of them. Some of it I can clean up and bend out, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine. And then I've got one more piece, and then I'm going to have to go buy some more. One more piece there. So I'll be bringing it out another 3 feet or so here. Well, I'm done working on the balcony today. I put in the third piece of the roof here, and so I just have that much more to go. Guess I'm about a third of the way done with the roof, a little more than a third. And I put some of this Rust-Oleum on, a coat of this Rust-Oleum. And you know, it's just a primer, but you know, I like the looks of the primer. I might just go with a couple of coats of this primer and leave it at that. Yeah, this is the Rust-Oleum. It's a rusty metal primer. It's a sort of a self-etching kind of thing, right? So that is the yeah, by the way, so I think I showed you in a previous video, you know, how it's kind of difficult to weld these things without burning through this sheet metal. I had to do it out here as well. I'm looking at the wrong thing there. And a couple of little places I burnt through. You can see right there. I'm going to have to come back and seal that up. But that's not bad. That's just one or two of those. In fact, I think that is the only one. So, okay, well now I've got to go mow that lawn. I think it's all dried up. So